Good to see so many people out of this special convocation for Haiti today. The principal organizer, Dr. Mel Blumberg, has assembled an all-star panel that will enlighten us and help us explore many of these important issues in regards to Haiti.
We're talking about a country that in 1925 was called the Pearl of the Caribbean, and its countryside was covered, 60% of the countryside was covered with virgin forests. And in 1980, only 2% of the countryside is covered in forest. It's remarkable. It's a country where, as it has developed over the years, the people have all tended to move towards the urban centers, and the urban centers located on the floodplains. You know, the floodplains are called the floodplains because the sediment comes and washes down and hopefully replenishes the soil so that you get good crop yield year after year after year. But that's where they live, on the coastal plain. So your ability to grow crops becomes very, very weak. I mean, Haiti was an environmental disaster before the earthquake. I'm here to talk today about environmental concerns when it comes to Haiti. And certainly there are three terms I have seen: immediate, short-term, and long-term. Obviously, with the immediate concern is, where do you put the displaced people of Haiti? Those people who have lost their homes, where do they go? Another immediate term is, what do you do about supporting that population? They have got to have electricity. They have got to have sanitation. They have got to have food. They have got to have water. Those are the most pressing concerns you have to have if you're going to put people together. What's going to be done about that is a major environmental impact. And what are you going to do with debris from these collapsed buildings?
I'm here to speak about help for the children of Haiti, and I'd like you to get some visual images in addition to what we've been seeing on the news. Children are gathering on street corners, playing improvised games. They make toy cars and kites from trash and play hide and seek among the rows of shabby makeshift tents. But even while they play, thoughts of the January 12th earthquake are never far from their minds. Many, like 14-year-old Pierre Fidenlet, fear the ground will shake again. Pierre prefers to spend his time in wide alleyways between the buildings, so he won't be trapped under a building in the event of another earthquake. The earthquake has taken a clear emotional toll on the children of Haiti. Families have been broken, children remain afraid, feeling the strain of lacking food and shelter. And while adults labor to rebuild the country and they're coping with their own tragedies, they're looking for ways to provide counseling services to the earthquake's youngest survivors. Many children are coping with death for the first time, a challenge even under the best of circumstances. There's also survivor's guilt. Prior to the quake, the first challenge a child had to overcome to receive an education in Haiti was to live long enough to attend school. Child mortality in Haiti is the highest in the Western Hemisphere. 8 children of every 100 die before their 5th birthday, mainly for lack of food, clean water, and access to health services. Each year, over 22,000 children die under the age of 5 from preventable causes, including malnutrition, pneumonia, diarrhea, and malaria. If a child does reach school age, a good education in Haiti is very difficult to obtain. Due to severely limited government funds, the public education system in Haiti barely functions.
I guess as a geologist, my role here is to talk a little bit about why the earthquake occurred in Haiti. One of the things that we, in geology, we spend an awful lot of time on is the idea of plate tectonics. And what it means is the Earth's crust and the uppermost layers of the Earth are broken into plates. Many of them correspond to the continental masses. These plates are separated by different types of boundaries that either push, pull, or slide against each other. Haiti, the island of Haiti, or the island of Hispaniola, more appropriately, which Haiti is the western side of, lies on the northern edge of that plate, of that Caribbean plate. The southern coast of Cuba is on the opposite side, and so what you have is the North American plate sliding westward, the Caribbean plate relatively sliding eastward. So the earthquake occurs, you have the snapping of the crust and a movement of approximately 40 inches. Waves are sent outward from that earthquake rupture. Those waves are compressional waves, that's the first wave that hits. There's secondary waves, those are shear waves. And then finally surface waves. And surface waves are described by some people that have been in larger earthquakes as ground roll, where in effect the surface of the earth rolls like waves on the ocean. So you have competent ground with buildings sitting on top of them now moving up and down in this wave-type motion. So you're destabilizing all those structures.
Good morning. What I'm going to discuss with you today are the concepts of trafficking, laundering, and the psychosocial, psychological stressors that are likely to be experienced by the Haitian people, as well as primarily by the Haitian children as well. I'm sure all of you are familiar in the media. Trafficking has been recently brought up with a lot of intensity, especially with the individuals who were potentially charged with kidnapping and then released just recently. A distinction to be made with trafficking. Trafficking has occurred since the inception of time. It is something that is not new. It's just a concept that is becoming much more prolific in the media and with our awareness today. Trafficking involves the exploitation of a victim. You do not have to actually transport a victim in order for them to be considered trafficked. A trafficked victim is any individual who is exploited, as I'll discuss in a few moments, for sex trade, labor trade, domestic slavery. After drug dealing, human trafficking is tied with illegal arms trade as the second largest criminal industry in the world, and it is the fastest growing. The U.S. Department of State estimates that 2 million children, mostly girls, are trafficked annually. The psychological and physiological trauma that may be experienced by the people of Haiti, as well as the children living in Haiti, and the children who are adopted perhaps by international as well as the United States, may incur specific symptoms. Primarily, they're probably more likely going to have post-traumatic stress. And post-traumatic stress does not have to be experienced by the person himself. It may be relayed by a relative. It may be you witnessing an event. It may be something that someone has told you. And you incur the symptoms of post-traumatic stress.
I was actually in Kingston, Jamaica at the time of the earthquake in Haiti. I wasn't aware that it was happening, although we heard later that day that folks in the area that I was in had felt the tremors as far as that area of Jamaica. We take so much for granted every day about our living circumstances. The children, the adults, the people of Haiti, just like the people of Jamaica, live in poverty. They don't have the healthcare resources that we typically do. We're so interested and focused right now, and have been for so long, on healthcare reform, because if we don't have our monies to get transplants or other things that we feel that are our rights, how about the basic right of simply having clean water? We've all got bottled water here. What would they do in Haiti right now if their water was as clean as this? They would not have the disorders and diseases that are prone in that type of an area on a regular basis. Again, normally deaths occur because of waterborne diseases: typhoid, cholera, malaria, dysentery. They also have a huge population of persons with HIV/AIDS. We have seen on the news all of the emergency health responders from all of our World Health Organizations and from private sector. We have in Haiti a low number of healthcare providers to begin with. Registered nurses are few compared to what we have in this country. Likewise, physicians. Healthcare is something that is only done when you are in extreme emergency situations, if even, because of access to care. When we look at the response from emergency responders, what were they doing? They are now low on supplies. They have collapsed hospitals. There are only about 5 facilities, hospital facilities, that are still functional in Haiti right now. All of the armed services and other resource centers have come in and built makeshift hospitals or treatment centers in tents. While many countries, our own included, are providing services right now, it's the long-term effects that we're more concerned with from a healthcare perspective.
I would hope that this conversation doesn't end here. I would hope we would take it to our classrooms. You all as students would be scattered amongst campus, talking amongst each other, trying to come up with solutions and talking about these issues as well as other issues as well.